Eastern PA with Authority Meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for January 22nd, 2016. And we're going to have a very powerful winter storm that's going to be affecting the area here that's going to be coming in overnight tonight for the most part. Maybe a little bit earlier down here in late evening hours here for our southern areas here, but overnight hours will be coming in from south to north, and this will overspread. Snow will overspread the area in that time frame. Now we're going to have this continue all of the day Saturday here, so this is going to be a long duration storm. Of course, we have the National Weather Service had blizzard warnings out here near the DC area. At the time this video was done, it was still watches, but expect those to go up to warnings too. As you get up from also right through central Jersey and extreme southeastern PA up to New York City. That was our blizzard areas here. Those are the areas we still expect to get hit the hardest, but we were seeing some signs that this was starting to creep northwest here, and I still believe it will. But we'll go off current guidance here that shows you this is actually the 0Z run of the GFS here. And you can see the snow that's moving up to the north here. With this system, this is now looking at Friday evening. Now you do have one area low pressure that's going to be over, we'll call it northern Georgia or maybe eastern Tennessee near Chattanooga or something like that. What this is going to end up doing is going to be transferring to another area low pressure near the South Carolina and North Carolina border down here in this direction here. And this is going to end up coming up the coast like this. Now the question is, how far north does it get? That's one question. Second question is, does it come up north and then follow convection further east? Because it does show, most models show an area of convection out here, and instead of having the low sit right here in an ideal position, it looks like it wants to go up there to that point. When we get out of this here and do this again, you have an area of low pressure that's sitting here, but then you have an area of convection that's sitting out here about 300 miles east of that low pressure center. So it's going to want to jump to that area of greatest convection out here in this area here. Now this is a very plausible idea, but the idea of doing that would come down to basically one general principle here. GFS is trying to show the upper level energy with this system, and keeps it relatively weak, and it's weaker, and since it's weak, it's able to jump to the convection that's offshore, whereas our NAM model, which is the one that's showing the most snow right now, that was the one that kept this upper level low very strong. It was able to capture the low and keep it from jumping east, and that just allowed the entire region to really get under a very heavy snowfall. So I'm showing the GFS in this video, but just to give you an idea of what we're looking at here as far as snow. Of course, this is look at Saturday. It's snowing pretty much everywhere here. But you see the GFS wants to cut off the northwestern areas. Here's really the areas that really get it. I mean, snow gets up above that for a little bit, but not too much. I mean, here's Scranton, here's State College, and you can see nothing going on at these locations by Saturday evening, according to the GFS. And one of the things it's doing is, again, it keeps the upper level energy weak. So, and here's where the greatest convection is out here, and it's wanting to jump the low out here. So this is not as strong as this low pressure here. So this now becomes a new primary, and of course that's way too east for any snow over here to get further north. So since this jumps, this really cuts off quickly. You can see that right here. So it jumps and just shuts everything off. Whereas the NAM, instead of doing that, the NAM actually brought this, had this low tucked in, just like the GFS has here. It does show some convection off the east, but because the upper level energy is catching up to it, it actually captures it in phases, and then this winds up stalling. And just sits here and does one of these little loop-loop things for a couple frames for about 9-12 hours, and then finally drifts east. But before it does that, you get a tremendous amount of snowfall across a very large area, not just down by the Philadelphia region, but also all the way up to this Great Wilkes-Barre area. It gets over a foot of snow. So there's a lot of different possibilities on these models, and we're going to narrow that down today with the final call, exactly in the system what we're looking at. And it's all going to come down to the upper level energy, and can it capture it in time, and will it be strong enough to capture this system to keep it here for a little bit longer, which will allow more of our area to get into the heavier snows, or will it just jump off to the east of that area of greatest convection like the global models are showing currently? Either way, we'll find out, and we'll narrow that down today, and we're going to find out soon enough, because this is coming in this evening. We're going to have a break all the way up until we get to about Tuesday here. Now, Tuesday morning, going to have a cold front pushing through the area here. Uncertain whether there's going to be just, maybe it might have a few showers with it isolated. This is just a cold front association with the area low pressure going to our north. But temperatures are going to be a little bit warmer for this one, so you might just be a passing shower. If it's timed right with a cold, you might have maybe a little bit of freezing drizzle or rain. Not really too enthused with this right now, but either way, it looks like it's mostly cloudy here in this time frame. And then we'll be watching a system to our southeast. We'll keep an eye on this too, because that might affect our area too. We don't know yet. Right now we're keeping it dry on Wednesday, but that's subject to change in the future. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for January 22nd, 2016. Have a great Friday.